Now we're going to start by discussing different theories of development. Most theories in development differ in these important ways. The relative importance of internal forces like biological, psychological, and unconscious versus external forces like social, cultural, or historical forces. You can think of this as mapping on to that issue of human development of universal versus context-specific development. Theories also differ in the importance placed on biological or hereditary versus environmental forces. You can think of this as mapping on to that issue of development involving nature versus nurture. Finally, different theories will differ in how much emphasis they put on the notion of stages in development versus continuity in development. So stages would be mapping on to discontinuity versus continuity. A theory is an organized set of ideas designed to explain development. Theories organize knowledge in order to provide testable explanations of human behaviors and the ways in which they change over time. Theories generate hypotheses, which are detailed predictions about what you think will happen in a specific situation or time period in development. Current approaches to developmental theory focus on specific behavioral aspects rather than on global sets of behavior. Yet there's really no single unified theory of human development. Instead, there are 5 general perspectives that influence current research. So we're going to start by discussing these different perspectives. The psychodynamic perspective or psychoanalytic perspective assumes that people move through a series of stages in which they confront conflicts between biological drives and social expectations. How they resolve these conflicts determines psychological adjustment. This perspective can actually be traced to Sigmund Freud's theory that personality emerges from conflicts experienced in childhood. Now, Freud's theory has received a lot of criticism for his strong emphasis on the unconscious and psychosexual drives, but Freud did influence the whole field of psychology. Building on Freud's idea, Erikson proposed the first comprehensive lifespan view of psychosocial development. And here he identified 8 universal stages, each characterized by a particular struggle. Erikson is associated with psychosocial theory. And the idea here is that there's an interaction of an internal maturational plan and external societal demands. So again, there is a conflict between biological drives and social expectations, making this a psychodynamic perspective. Because Erikson has a stage theory, we see that this is a strongly discontinuous view of development. We're going to be talking about Erikson quite a bit throughout the course. So we'll just do a brief overview of him right now, but we'll get into each of his stages in detail as we continue the course.